Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Abandoned Gas Stations Part 2. Well, maybe not quite abandoned, but left to rot. This is Part 2 of the video, and I'll be showing you this gas station here, which is on the main drag of Franklin, Indiana. So you walk around, immediately we can see some parking spaces, which may or may not have been here originally. I'm not sure. There are some over here too, as well. As you can see, we've got some lights. I apologize, it's very noisy here because, like I said, it's on the main drag here of downtown Franklin. There's some remnants of, you know, its former gas station life, such as here. This is where the sign would have used to have been. Now, I have a couple theories on what this gas station could have been in a former life. Number one is, as you can tell by the color scheme, not so much the orange and yellow; those were added later. But the blue and white makes me think maybe a marathon, or something along that line. Another theory is that it was a Sinclair station. Why? I'm not entirely sure, but there's an old advertisement that was uncovered because of construction, an old billboard for Sinclair gasoline. And of the other service stations I know of in this town, old service stations anyway, they were Texacos. So perhaps this used to be a Sinclair. Now, as you can see, we've got like a sink in here. Now, why would that be? Well, at least in the time that I've lived in this town, there have been two businesses in this gas station, this former gas station. Number one was an AC Delco. An AC Delco was once in here, and that only closed down recently, and it was this blue color you can see, the blue color that was already there. Now, what came in here next was there's not really anything around here. I don't think I want to walk there. Was an EMT service, and that's what occupied this building next. And as you can see, this is where the garages would be, where they would service cars, because this is not really even a gas station. It's a former service station, meaning they could do oil changes, they could do all kinds of car maintenance, not just gas. Here is the store where you would pay or buy cigarettes, or, you know, what other, 1950s to 80s things that you could buy at a gas station. I'm not really sure. I wasn't alive then. I'm only 19. And going back around here, and this is interesting because we got a big old garage back here, and I'm not really sure what that's from. That may be a more recent addition to the building, though I'm not sure. But certainly this part here was an old gas station. Now, as we walk out here, you can see again where the sign would be and where the lights would be, floodlights, which would cast light down here on here where the pumps would be. As you can see, there's a little lip on the concrete, and that's where, at one point, I would assume that there were pumps. There were likely pumps here. Actually, no, right here. This is where the pumps would be. As you can see, there's they've probably torn this up, but there's some letters here. I'm not sure if they mean anything. It says Mike. So this was Mike's. I'm going to assume this was, oh, that's right. I believe that when it was an AC Delco, this was called Mike's. And I think that has since moved to an old Texaco station farther down. So I don't think that business is out of business. But as you can see, there's where up here, where the sign would have been. The sign for Mike's, of course. And there's a reason that that's torn. Because that was new concrete, surely, when this was a gas station, and then they tore the pumps out of it. And when they did that, they had to cover it up with new concrete, and that's when Mike would have written that. So here we go. Pretty, you know, not very interesting, but if you live in Franklin, Indiana, you may have more information on this and let me know. But yeah, here you go. Abandoned gas station number 2, downtown Indiana, or downtown Franklin, Indiana. Not very interesting, but historically important.